I am Rikoichi. Hi, and this is my in-game version of the Holy Relic of Conviction. So I spent a little bit more on this build to improve it a little bit, and at the end, I made it like more comfortable. For example, I'm using now for Aura because I don't need the aspect of the spider. So instead, I remove all my mana points that I have here, and then I use it for get those 3 points here. It's like a little, it's like kind of better for me. I didn't lose like a lot of damage, so it doesn't change anything about my damage. My gear is this one. These gloves will increase armor in maximum life with mana regeneration per second, double resist, and increase minion damage. This judgment staff with level of soaking gems. Tier 2 increase attack speed with essence of minion damage, and double craft with level of socket support gems and mana regeneration rate, because this build has a little bit of problem with the mana regeneration. That's why I have a lot of things with mana regeneration. Though the build is really okay. These boots, Titan Grips with tier 1 maximum light, tier 1 regenerate life per second, tier 1 increased life regeneration rate, fire resistance, 35 increased movement speed, and that last one is just because I have a lot of currency, but it is not necessary. There are better things than this one. I didn't like this one, but I just buy it because I can. Calendar Touch, because in this list like pretty cheap. I bought it in 1 divine, now it's in 4. Bone Ring with minion deal 40% increase maximum increase damage. Sorry, maximum life, tier 3 regenerate life, tier 1 crowd resistance, and I got this shit with damage damage taken recover slide. It's quite good. It's quite good. I really like it. It's quite good. And this helmet with a corrupted thing or skill gems get a 80% cost and reservation multiplier. So I'm using Determination with Pride, Zealotry, and War Banner. Gems I'm using Enhance level 4 with 2123 or Holy Relic of Conviction, but it's not necessary to have it 2123, but you can use the 2120 and you can ready to go. Awaken Brutality support, we empower level 4 Predator, because Predator deals so much damage that increase critical damage or increase critical strike. For me, I like this one better for bossing. It just deals so much damage than using the critical strike chance or critical multiplier damage. I mean the critical damage. Awaken the minion damage support. In my chest, I'm using the Spell Cascade level 2 because we just need this one and Desecrate to trigger the Bone Offering and Spirit Offering. And Awaken Cast White Channel support to not get stunned while we're like casting shit. And Cyclone. In my boots, I have Molten Shield with Frost Blink, Assassin Mark, and Mark on Hit. And in my gloves, I have Freedom Frenzy with Minion Life support, Raid Specters, and Enemy Guardian. When I'm doing Uber bosses or tier 17, I swap Freedom Frenzy for Mid Shield because I don't want to lose my Enemy Guardian. It's quite expensive to build it. And in Uber bosses, it depends. Why? For example, when I'm fighting with Cirrus, or when I'm fighting with Maven, I just removed my Anime Guardian from my clothes because it is easy to lose the Anime Guardian in that fight. So you have to remove it. But in the other fights, you can use it with no problem. But you can use it with Mitchell just for being like, just for don't lose the Anime Guardian. But guarantee you can use the Anime Guardian in those fights except with Sirius and Maven. With the other world fight you can use it with no problem. And what else? My passive tree, I changed a lot of times my Megalomaniacs to get better ones. So at the end of the league, I mean, at the end of playing this game, I get this one with Renewal, Vicious Bite, and Enduring Focus to get like Enduring Charge while we're channeling shit. This one with Vicious Bite, Evil Eye, and Houndsmart is really good. It's like full damage here. And this one with Master of Commands that are really that will increase our damage too. Vicious Bite and Surging Vitality that is really good at mapping and bossing, because sometimes like we're like kinda dying for a certain heavy attack, and sometimes this one pop off from nowhere and it increases our life like fast as fuck. That one is really good. Unique Duels, Forbidden Flesh and Flail Champion. I am using Impossible Escape with from the Solid Seals side, and Elegant Ubris with that specific number, because we get the 3 Slum Lords and with Eyes Open that give us 37% to case resistance. And then I have a single rare one that is really good for me. It has to maximum life, mana regeneration, and cold resistance, and the corrupted blood cannot be inflicted on us because on me because this build is like really bad if we don't have if I don't have the corrupted blood in something. Masteries, 3 masteries. I have the staff mastery that increase our defenses while we were in staff. In life mastery, they increase maximum life and the kills cost life instead of mana. That is really good. Here I have the increased effect of offering, and here I have the order from skill for a skill have increased effect. I got every node here because it's critical and critical multiplier. That one here is really powerful. And clusters, cluster with Renewal, Rotten Claws, and Vicious Bite, the rare ones. And yeah, that's like everything in this build. And yes, one here we recover 4% of life when you use a flag. This shit is really good at mapping, because when you kill enemy, you are like literally recharging those flags like nothing while you are like killing shit in maps. In POV, I have like a, without counting the Anime Guardian, I deal like 50 million damage, but sometimes the damage calculation with this build is kinda weird, so I don't know if I'm doing that amount of damage, to be honest. But the only thing I can say is that I really like how this build works in maps. Just really good. I did. I did, and I can spam tier 17 maps with no problem. Well, kinda. I had to roll it well because those maps are really heavy. But yeah, a well-rolled map, tier 17, I can do it with no problem. Even if using this note one here called Back to Basics. Sometimes I do Back to Basics in tier 17 to get sometimes loot, but it's not necessary to do Back to Basics because this build is literally a bossing build. But you want to loot, you want to do tier 17 map with this build for loot, just make a my finder build. This build is only bossing build. You can do every content in the game except for Sanctum, because Sanctum is kinda made for range builds. But everything else you can do with this build. You can do Ubers, you can mine with this build, you can do Delve. Almost every you can do Simulacrum 30. You can do everything with this build. So I'm gonna test a map. Every map, any map here, I don't care. And yeah, like this one that have the less effective courses on monsters and reduce extra damage from critical strikes. I'm gonna put the paddle building in the description of my video, but I just gonna say sorry, but I don't know how to put the Anime Guardian buff in the paddle building, because as I say, supposedly I'm dealing 50 million damage in total without the buff of the Anime Guardian, and without the buff of my Spectre. Well, only with the monkey one, because it gives me frenzy charge. But I don't know how to calculate. I don't know how to add in my POV. So you have to see how to do it. I kinda dumb. So yeah, this is my build at maps. Hope you enjoy, and see you later. Or I mean, see you next lake. Because right now I'm just playing for fun. Bye bye.
myself better than you. You and myself better than you. Together, you and I.
Oh yeah, last thing.
Together forever.
This build can die. So do I expect this build be like a Immortal Shed or something like that? Because I was trying to like sometimes bring a clean tier 17 like showcase, but sometimes I die at some random reasons. But yeah, this build sometimes can even with the helm of Bal Molten Shell, it can take a slam, the slam attack of the Uber Shaper, because I tested it like yesterday, and I accidentally took a slam, the slam attack of the Uber Shaper, and I just I didn't die with the shit, but I went like my HP went from here, like, yeah. And also my defense layer with this build is not only my defense, that I have like quite good defense, also physical damage reduction at 90%, but I have max block attack and block spell while I'm casting my offerings. So this build has a good defense layer. So yeah, that's all. Bye bye, and see ya next week. Bye.